Do teachers need a raise? There are a couple factors that we need to consider. Are you paying that teacher to teach the things you want to have your child taught? If so, you might consider giving that teacher a raise. However, if that teacher is teaching your children things you don't want, then you have no obligation to pay that teacher more money. The people who have set the curriculum and agenda should be paying those teachers from their pockets, because those teachers are doing the curriculum developers' work. If parents can't control the school's agenda and children are compelled to attend and accept someone else's educational agenda, nobody has a right to ask families to pay for what could be considered an act of violence against their family. The real problem is control. There's a very simple approach to legitimately giving teachers a raise by the public. We all pay taxes to the federal government, our state government, and local governments. There are literally dozens of funding mechanisms. A portion of taxes paid to these entities flows into the State Tax Commission and our school districts. The State Tax Commission passes money to the State Office of Education and to the school districts. The districts take a cut and pass some down to the schools, but the districts still cut the checks for the schools in the name of efficiency. When optimizing a system, this may be viewed as a very inefficient use of resources. People at the top are creating what they perceive is value to their customers below them, but they don't really know what is valued and what is not. They can't hope to know what is valued unless the people below them would actually pay to have them perform that service. In fact, we could argue they don't even know who their customer is. To optimize the solution, we need to turn this model upside down and treat it like an efficient business cost center. If the State Tax Commission paid their collected funds directly to local schools, then it would be up to that school to determine how to spend that money in the best way to educate its children. But of course, schools don't have children, parents do. Therefore, the parents at that school would need to have control over their own local school and have a school board similar to how charter schools have a parent board over their school. With full funding and local control, parents at that school could finally make decisions about what they determine is best for their children at that school. They would hire the principal and set the local policies. They would discuss with school administration all the things needed for educating their children, from standards to assessments to teachers. When those policies are enacted, parents could determine appropriate salaries for teachers. By law, parents have a fundamental liberty interest in the education of their children, so all accountability measures should be set up and approved by them at the local level. If there is anything the school can't handle themselves, they would then look to an outside provider of services. Perhaps a district, state entity, or business could meet the need. The school would contract for the services they actually need. More money would remain at the local level because the school would be more careful with its money available to spend. District and state offices of education would naturally shrink, because they only have to perform the services needed by the individual schools. When teachers need raises, the parents at that school would determine the right amount of money to pay the teachers based on what the teachers are providing as a service to their children. If they're upset about what a teacher is teaching their children, they could remove that teacher locally and bring in someone they think would do a better job. The point is, parents have control. Someone isn't taxing them and then telling them what they've decided is the best use of the money they took from them. This is the way to restore parental rights and control, protect our children, reduce bureaucratic waste and regulations on schools and teachers, keep big business and their invasion of privacy out of our lives, and improve teacher pay. I'm Oak Norton for Agency-Based Education. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and visit our website at agencybased education.org.